Check, check, test 1, 2. Check, 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 check. I mean, boys stuff, the girls stuff. Here we go. Okay. Ready to go on? We are on, okay. Good evening and welcome to Laconia High School. Steve Wooderhack with you to bring you girls basketball regional Division III semifinal action as the number 1 ranked team in the state, undefeated Laconia, 22-0 on the season. We're taking on a team out of their conference, the Flyway Conference, taking on a familiar foe with the North Fond du Lac Orioles, a team that they beat handily both times they played them this season. But it's the beginning of the road for Coach Chris Morgan of the Laconia Spartans, with just an unbelievable senior-led team. They were knocking on the door last year and came up a little bit short in their bid to get to the state tournament. They're right in the sectional championship and lost a disappointing game in that championship game to get to state. And they want to definitely correct that. They lost to Thomas More last year by a score of 53-40. Kind of playing even with them throughout most of that game. I was at that game and got a chance to call that game play-by-play, but a disappointing loss that really kind of stuck in their craw a little bit. And now they've got a really a team that's really got they're on a mission right now. They're going to get to state, not just get to state, but they really plan on winning state. They've been the number 1 ranked team the entire season. They've got height out there. They've got some great athletes out there. Just taking a look at some of the players, Kiera Otto, 16.2 points a game, also 5 steals a game. She's an active player out there, and she is just one of those players that will be all over the court making things happen. To the big girl inside, Alyssa Din. She can shoot from outside, too. Over 10 points a game for her, and also almost 8 rebounds a game and almost 4 assists a game. Macy Grotti with 9 points a game. Haley Rems with 8 points a game. And those are the players that we're going to be hearing a lot about for the Laconia Spartans as they go through this whole postseason. It's exciting. It's got a lot of people in there. They got the extra bleachers up in the upper part here at the pit. They call it the pit. You play down, when you walk in, you actually walk down into the bleachers, and it's kind of an intimidating atmosphere. You just kind of walk down, and like this gladiator thing, it kind of goes with the Spartans thing with Laconia, but you got to go in and take on the hometown team here, and it's a little bit of a home court advantage for the Laconia Spartans. They are taking on the North Fond du Lac Orioles, coached by Gary Keel. 8-15 on the season, 2-10 in the Flyway Conference, and they finished in 6th place. Like I said, these teams met a couple times during conference play. Laconia winning the first game 64-40 back on the 14th of December, and in that ball game, it was kind of a close game in the first half. North Fond du Lac giving the Laconia Spartans a bit of trouble in the first half, and after that they just kind of took off and ended up with a 24-point win. Second game not as competitive, Laconia winning easily 58-29. 23 turnovers for North Fond du Lac in that second ball game. They had 31 in the first, so really taking care of the ball is definitely a major issue for North Fond du Lac, and not a real good team to try to handle the ball well against, because Laconia will press you up and down the court, full court pressure. They'll throw different zones at you. They'll get you right in your face, man-to-man defense, and that's something that Chris Morgan likes to do, kind of keep the other teams off balance. Just when you feel comfortable with this defense, he throws another one at you, and that's why they are so successful. And talking to Chris Morgan before the game, he really said what we've really improved on. We've always been very good offensively. You're not going to be perfect offensively, but what they've really done is just became a very, very good defensive team in the last 7 or 8 games. They're on a mission now, and they just want to shut teams down. You can win a lot of games if you got great defense. You don't have to score that many points, and that's what he kind of sees with his team. We have a little bit of an off night. At least we have our defense, which should always be consistently good, and that's what he expects out of his team against anybody that they're going to face the rest of the way in this postseason tournament. And the winner of this game will be playing coming up tomorrow night right away against the winner of Watertown Luther Prep and Berlin. They play at Berlin tonight. And we're going to take a break right now and come back with the beginning of tonight's game. We're going to talk about these teams as we go along with the national anthem coming up. But it should be a great start here for the Laconia Spartans, and they take on their conference foe, the North Fond du Lac Orioles. We'll be back with the starting lineups in the beginning of tonight's game live on RadioPlusInfo.com.
The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Darting its way into the defense. He's still on his feet, moving to the end zone. Touchdown, Ledgers.
Radio Plus.
Welcome back to Laconia High School. Steve Witterhack with you, getting ready for this Division III regional semifinal matchup between the Spartans and the Orioles of North Fond du Lac. I want to thank our sponsors, Home and Auto Sales, Generation Lanes of El Dorado, also Tower View Villa of Rosendale, Brandon Meats and Sausage, Redeker Dairy Equipment of Brandon, Central Well and Pump out of Brandon, J&J Trucking of Brandon, FloorQuest, and the Nolan Insurance Agency. One of our great sponsors here making this broadcast possible. Also be hearing some ads and some support from MPTC, Jackson Call Insurance, Taco Bell, Summit Automotive, FloorQuest, Cornelli's, Holiday, Kelly Doyle Family Dentistry, Silica. So Flynn Bayou Drone Service, or Flying Bayou Drone Service, I'm guessing it is. Sorwer Dentistry, also the Love Insurance Group, BCI Burke, Everson and Gibbs, also National Exchange Bank, Hoppers, Spectrum Call Center, Anders Auto, also Camera Casino, and Optivision, your sponsors for tonight's game. But again, this is high expectations here in the city of Rosendale and Brandon, all the surrounding areas that feed into this school. And it's going to be an exciting ride here, I think, for everybody, and hopefully a deep run right into the state tournament up at the Resch Center in Green Bay. Starting lineups now for the Laconia Spartans, coached by Chris Morgan, 22-0 the season. Champions, of course, of the Flyway Conference. Kiera Otto, 5'9 senior. Jen Beatty, a 5'5 senior. Alyssa Dins, a 6'2 senior. Haley Renz, a 5'5 sophomore. And Macy Grotti is a 6'1 senior. For the North Fond du Lac Orioles, they'll be starting Ashley Now. She's a 5'9 junior. Rebecca Kingsland, their scoring leader. She's a 5'11 junior. Carly Lamb, a 5'5 senior. Lily Sadoff, a 5'7 senior. And Jordan Stetbacher is a 5'3 senior. Good crowd here filling up the stands. Like I said, they even put some extended stands up here in the kind of the mezzanine area, looking kind of the platform they have here with the concession stand. And those are all full too. And the band is done playing. I'm sure they're going to fill back into the student section, but it should be a great atmosphere to set things off here for the Laconia Spartans here tonight in their postseason run. Be keeping an eye on some other games. Also, the Waupun Lady Warriors starting their postseason, taking on the Lemira Lions out of the Flyway. They'll be playing at Waupun tonight in just a few minutes. Looking at the other half of this sectional, talking to Coach Chris Morgan, he said other teams to watch for are Waupun, even though they beat them by over 20 points when they met early in the season, but they've been coming on with a good young team. Kettle Moraine Lutherans in the other half of the sectional, they're taking on Obama School tonight, but that's a team that was ranked in the top 10. Waupun beat them in their last meeting in conference play, and that moved them out of the top 10. But he said another school that's been playing some close games and even beating some of the better teams is Milwaukee School of Languages, and that's another one. He said, keep an eye out for those guys. That could be a team that you could possibly meet, not to the sectional championship game with any teams on the other half of the sectional. So the starting lineups have been announced now. We are ready to get things going here at the pit at Laconia High School. Don't forget to spread the word if you're watching this game tonight on RadioPlusInfo.com. We have the stream team here. You can both watch it and you can hear it right on RadioPlusInfo.com. The Laconia Spartans will be wearing their white jerseys with the green lettering and highlights. And for the Orioles of North Fond du Lac, they're wearing their black jerseys with the orange lettering and highlights on their uniforms. So great atmosphere. A lot of people here watching this game and sending the Laconia Spartans off on what they hope will be just a magical year to the state tournament and beyond. Here Otto jumping ball for the Spartans and wins the tip. And the hands now of Alyssa Dins. Back over to Otto in the left corner. Dribbles out of the corner. Got to watch. She's a very quick player off the dribble. Ball over in Macy Grotti's hand. Back out on top over to Dins. Working by the free throw line. Jen Beatty with it. Dribbles off to her right. Gets it off to Otto. Goes in strong on the right side. Misses the shot. Ball loose and keeping it alive is North Fond du Lac. They've got the ball now and heading up the other way. No score in the game here in the first 30 seconds. Going in is Rebecca Kingsland from the right side. Comes up short on her shot. And ball chased down in the corner and picked up by Haley Renz. Laconia with the ball now. No score in the game yet in the first minute of action here at the pit. Grotti passes the ball over to Kiera Otto. Back over to Alyssa Dins. Back on top. Top of the key over to Haley Renz. Otto passes and going kind of a weave going on right now just on the perimeter. Dins has it. Bounces the ball inside. A strong move by Macy Grotti. A little too strong on the shot, though, from a couple of feet out. No good. And North Fond du Lac comes up with a rebound. Bringing it up is Lily Sadoff. Passes it down along the right side. Not easy numbers to see. Those North Fond du Lac jerseys. Carly Lamb with it. Gets it back out on top. Back in the hands of Lily Sadoff. And setting it up is Becca Kingsland going along the right side. No score in the game, almost a minute and a half into the contest. Love this time of year. So many good teams around the area. The Randolph boys are undefeated. They start next week Friday. The Waupun Warrior boys. And Alyssa Dins with a steal and takes it the other way. Looking for numbers. Looks off to the right. And her teammate Jen Beatty going up on the right side. Comes up short on her shot. And just one and done for Laconia again. Carly Lamb brings it up along the right side now for the Orioles. Spins around, still stays out on the perimeter. Back over to Becca Kingsland. And again, just kind of working the perimeter. 2 minutes into the game, no score in the game yet. Becca Kingsland with the top of the key being guarded closely by Grotti. Dribbles off to her left, gives up her dribble, and back in the hands now of Jordan Stellbacher. Stellbacher with the ball, back over on top, and with it again is Kingsland. And they're very cognizant of where Kingsland is with the ball. As soon as she gets it, you got about 3 pairs of eyes looking over that way and getting ready to help if they have to. Kingsland gets the long rebound, then a reach-in foul now will be called on Laconia. Slow start, obviously, for both teams. We're almost 2.5 minutes into the game. No score in the game yet. If you're home watching the ball game on RadioPlusInfo.com, the stream team is here. And if Laconia should win, I'll be back along with the stream team coming up tomorrow. Keeping our eye on the Spartans of Laconia, the #1 ranked team in Division III, where they've pretty much been the entire season. A disappointing loss to St. Thomas More by 13 points last year in the game to go to state. And they want to avenge that loss and that abrupt ending to their season last year. And just swarming defense by Laconia, but they do get the ball inside. With it is Ashley now. She's surrounded and gets it off to her teammate left side. They had an open shot but missed it. On the shot by Lily Sadoff, and here goes Otto the other way. Strong on the right side, puts the ball up off the front of the rim, no good. But getting fouled is Kiera Otto, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Spartans. Otto at the line now. She is a 56% free throw shooter. First free throw is up and nothing but net for Kiera. Got to talk to her parents. I worked with both of them in my other career for a few years. Ted, I worked a lot of years with her dad, Ted. And for a few years with her mom, Joyce. The next one rims out, no good. So there is a score on the board now, 1-0 in favor of the Laconia Spartans. Fond du Lac waiting to get on the board here. Blitz of scoring here in the game so far. Carly Lamb has it on the right side, back out on top to Becca Kingsland. Reverses direction, goes off to her right, gives the ball up again. Over to Ashley now in the corner, dribbles out of the corner and gets over to the left side, going up along the left baseline is Lily Sadoff, gets it knocked out of bounds by Alyssa Dins. It'll stay Oriole basketball, and they'll get it underneath their own basket on their baseline. 1-0 in favor of Laconia. Slow start here in the ball game. They kind of go into a 1-3-1 zone and trapping zone in the corners, and that inbounds pass. Becca Kingsland gets it back out on top. Three-pointer on the way now from Stetbacher, and she buries it. And the lead now in the hands of North Fond du Lac. And another errant pass by Laconia, just not feeling it yet offensively. Just can't get anything going. Got a couple players coming in the ball game now for North Fond du Lac. Paige Smith is coming in along with Caitlin King. Bringing a little height with King out there, a 5'10 player. And also coming in the game is Serena Werner. So again, right now the Spartans stuck on one with almost 4 minutes into the ball game. Not the start you kind of thought you were going to see. Been playing some great defense, but just gave up that 1 3-point basket. And pretty stingy inside, getting any looks in there for the Orioles. But pretty much Laconia down on their end offensively has been nothing but one and done. Just one shot and head back up the other way. Just can't get anything going offensively. We got a little break in the action right now. I'm not sure what's exactly going on here with one of the players maybe getting a contact back in, or no, somebody might have been bleeding.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Generations Lanes in downtown El Dorado is a proud sponsor of the Laconia girls basketball team in their quest for a gold ball. Open daily at 11 a.m. Great food with a full menu available anytime. More than just bowling, including horseshoe, volleyball, and fishing leagues. Great for anniversary, birthday, and retirement parties. All at great prices. Lower than most around the area. Generations Lanes of downtown El Dorado. Good luck, Laconia, in your game today. Tower View Villa is a proud sponsor of the Laconia ladies in their game today. Tower View Villa Assisted Living is at 401 North Grant Street in Rosendale. Call 872-2550. That's 872-2550. Tower View Villa provides superior quality of life in a safe, secure, warm home-like setting. Tower View Villa is also now hiring CNAs and caregivers. Apply today. Again, they're hiring. Tower View Villa of Rosendale.
And welcome back to Laconia High School. Steve Winterhack with you. A little bit of a break. They had some blood on the floor, and one of the North Fond du Lac players being attended to. Alyssa Dins goes up and steals the ball now for the Laconia Spartans. We're heading the other way, coming up on the left side. She gets cut off, back on top. Now the ball in the hands of Haley Renz. Chiarato going in, puts it up with the left hand, and you say she was fouled on the floor. Missed the shot anyway. But she was fouled on the floor. Another foul on North Fond du Lac. Just their second team foul so far in the ball game. So Chiarato will inbound the basketball. That foul is on Becca Kingsland. They can ill afford to lose her, but she's got both fouls so far for North Fond du Lac in the ball game. Steve Winterhack with you, along with the stream team on RadioPlusInfo.com. Alyssa Dins has the top of the key, goes back to the right side with it. Jen Beatty launches up a three, and that is good for the Laconia Spartans. Maybe that's what they need. They lead now 4-3, and some full court pressure being applied by the Spartans. Trying a little trap near half court. Carly Lamb gets it just past half court along the right side, but she's there. Looks like there's about 7 or 8 players on the court for Laconia as they're everywhere, double teaming whatever they can. Ball passed inside into Lamb, kicks it back outside. Carly Lamb gets out of the corner and Three-point shot no good by Kingsland. Even with 2 fouls, they keep her in. They need her in. She's their offense. Ball passed up court over to Macy Grotti along the right side. Back out on top. Three-pointer on the way again from Beatty. That one no good. And getting the rebound is Carly Lamb. Lamb will bring it up now for the Orioles. They trail 4-3. A little over 5 minutes into the game. Three-point shot on the way. That one is no good on the shot by Paige Smith. And then we've got a foul on the weak side. Looks like heading the other way on the Orioles. And over the back maybe on the rebound attempt. So it'll be Laconia. Going to call that one on Carly Lamb. That is the 3rd team foul now on the Orioles. They're going to show a little full court pressure too. Nice little dribbling by Beatty to get past the defense, and then a three-pointer by Otto is no good. Rebound in the hands of Grotti, kicks it back out on top. Haley Renz gives the ball up over to Dins, and back out on top to Otto. Going in strong on the left side is a Beatty, and she gets it blocked by big Caitlin King inside. Gives up a few inches to her, and she ends up swatting that one out of bounds. It is Laconia basketball on their baseline. 4-3 the lead for Laconia. It hasn't been easy so far. They've been doing well defensively, but just not hitting shots. Now a shot from the corner up, and nothing but net for Laconia's Haley Renz. She buries it from the corner. Just as I say, they've been a little cold, and she just buries it. Now a stolen ball by Renz, and she puts it up, puts it in. Nice play there by Harper Wirtz, actually, a 5'7" junior. Steals the ball, takes it to the rack, puts it in, gets fouled, and to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play is Harper Wirtz. A name synonymous, her last name with basketball around this entire area. And one of the assistant coaches is actually her grandpa on the Laconia team, Lance Wirtz. In Waupun area and from Laconia. I remember Lucky Wirtz very well, a coach here, a couple state tournament trips. Also a coach for the Waupun Warriors for some years now up at Kimberly. His brother Lance, that's his granddaughter actually on the court. Double team in trouble now, North Fond du Lac, but they do get it out of that little trap near half court. Little pass inside, and Dins again steals the ball. We're going the other way, and official is going to call an official's timeout, I think. Exactly what he's stopping action for. But I know the coach right now, Gary Keel, not happy with the officials. I'm not sure the official kind of stopped action, and not sure if there was something on the court. They got kind of a rolled-up thing like they use in a wrestling match when the wrestlers are going at it. They throw a little rolled-up towel thing at them to kind of let them know that, hey, the whistle went off. I know you're deep into wrestling, but that's what it looked like, some rolled up towel, and they kind of put that behind the scorer's table right now. So the officials are kind of discussing things, and should be Laconia basketball. They waited till after Laconia got control of the ball, and then they kind of stopped action. 9-3 the lead now for Laconia. 11:13 left in the first half of play. Steve Witterhack with you on RadioPlusInfo.com. Spartans with a basketball. Grotti gets the ball over in the corner. Kind of a sloppy pass over there. Dins gets it back out on top over to Wirtz. Three-pointer on the way now from Renz off the front of the rim. No good. And looks like should be a North Fond du Lac player over the back on that rebound attempt. Coming flying in from the back a little bit was Jordan Stetbacher, and she's going to probably get called for that over the back on the rebound attempt. Nuts are just calling it out of bounds. Now that's the 5th team foul. And that is a foul on Jordan Stetbacher. Inbounds pass now. They get into Otto, a little half hook shot. Nice, beautiful step to get herself some space. And she puts it up and puts it in. That is the 3rd point of the ball game for Kiera Otto. More full court pressure by the Spartans. And in trouble was Becca Kingsland. And it looks like they're going to call a foul on Laconia. Way on the other side of the court, kind of far away from the basket to be picking up a foul. Berlin over Watertown Luther Prep, 12-5 with 12:13 left in the first half. In their ball game, that's the winner of that game, of course, playing against Laconia coming up tomorrow, depending on if Laconia wins this ball game. And then a timeout taken, a 30-second timeout. I'll be back in 30 seconds with more Laconia Spartan basketball after this on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Shop these and more great deals at Brandon Meats and Sausages all this week. Their very own award-winning bacon at $5.39 per pound. The lean and tender beef stew meat, perfect this time of the year, for $4.29 per pound. Their very own homemade mock chicken legs, $2.49 per pound. Their spring training starts soon. Ballpark brats at $1.99 per pound. Lemon pepper marinated haddock, it's delicious, at $5.99 per pound. And all varieties of 1 pound Alto cheese, $4.79 each. These and more great deals at Brandon Meats.
And welcome back to Laconia High School. The pit hasn't been easy so far, but Laconia finally starting to pull away from North Fond du Lac, up 11-3 with 10.5 and counting down here in the first half of play. And a wide open, somehow to collapse in the defense, and all alone, Alexis Schneider, they find her underneath the basket for an easy two. That's just the 5th point for North Fond du Lac. And back over to Laconia's side. Wirtz has it down to the corner, gets it back out on top over to Haley Renz. Cross-court pass left side over to Kiera Otto. And a three-pointer on the way now from Haley Renz. Rims out, no good. Rebound in the hands of Ashley Now. And they'll push it up the other way. Orioles with the basketball, but trailing by 6 in this contest. Kingsland has it, passes left side, cross-court pass now, and they're going to get it down in the corner over to Ashley Now. And kind of a quick little shot in the lane, and that one off the rim, and no good by Lily Sadoff, and Laconia comes up with the ball. Here goes Otto trying to split a couple defenders on her knees, but gets it to Dins. 15-footer left side is up, and it is good for Alyssa Dins now in the scorebook. Her first 2 points puts Laconia up by 8, 13-5. Full court pressure continues by the Spartans. Goes Kingsland in the lane, scoops it up, puts it in, and again, a little lapse in the Laconia defense, letting Kingsland get in and just right to the rack without really much resistance. Almost halfway through the first half. Dins in the lane is going to get called for travel. We're going the other way. I want to thank Central Well and Pump Services of Brandon, one of our sponsors. Been providing outstanding well inspections and installations, also repairs and more for the area counties for over 30 years. Their pump installers have a combined 50 years of experience. Call Central Will and Pump Services to set up a free estimate on their pump installation at 920-346-5114. Count on their knowledgeable technicians to provide 24/7 services, even on weekdays and holidays. Central Will and Pump Services is a proud sponsor of Laconia Athletics and the Spartans, and they wish them good luck in the postseason. Again, North Fond du Lac with the ball, but they're down by 6, 13-7. Kind of hanging in there yet. Kingsland passes the left side over to Now. It's cut off in the corner. Very good active hands by Dins out there. She's got a few steals in the game already. Kingsland going into the right side. She'll get cut off by Grotti on her way to the basket. And good power move up and count it. Nice play there by Carly Lamb. She just kind of backed down the defender, got herself in a better position to shoot, puts up a 3-footer, gets it to go, and gets fouled on the play, and she's to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Nice strong move. Only 5'5", but once in a while, if you think you got an advantage on the person guarding you, you got to post up down there, and she did. Made the free throw, too. 13-10 is Laconia's lead. Keeping an eye on a lot of other games around the area, too. See all the texts I've been getting from people. We got about a 15-footer misses everything. Way too strong on the shot by Macy Grotti. Waupun leading 16-10 with 9:44 in their ball game. So they're taking on the Lamira Lions. Greg Zonnefeld is at Argyle, and the CWC girls are in action tonight, but they're trailing 13-3 in their ball game with 13:33 left. Another score. Waiting for some scores from the Randolph girls game too. They're in action too tonight. So we'll be keeping an eye on all those games around the area. Got some people that'll be texting me. And Dins with another steal, reaches in front of the intended receiver on that pass. Going strong on the right side is Wirtz, goes up, overlays it. Dins gets the rebound, puts it up, misses, but she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Laconia Spartans. Dins only 2 points in the game so far, but she's done so much defensively, changing shots inside. A lot of steals so far, at least 3 if not 4 steals in the ball game already. 7:34 left, and Laconia only leading 13-10. First free throw is up, and that one is a little bit short, no good for Dins. Kiera Otto took a short break, and she's back in the ball game again. And sitting down will be Haley Renz. Again, should Laconia win this ball game, we'll be back again with the stream team on RadioPlusInfo.com. Next free throw also no good for Dins, and North Fond du Lac with the ball, only trailing by 3. So all you can really ask for the North Fond du Lac Orioles. They've been beaten pretty soundly the first 2 meetings with this team against Laconia, and then the ball's tossed out of bounds. I don't know why Lily Sadoff thought it was for somebody else, pulled her hands back, could have grabbed it, and it goes out of bounds. It is Laconia basketball. 13-10 in favor of Laconia. 7:20 and counting down in the first half. Casey Grotti's got it over the right elbow, goes in strong, and looks underneath the basket. Nice find. She finds Harper Wirtz all alone on the other side and gets her an easy 2 points and puts her team up 15-10. And another ball thrown away by the stingy defense of the Laconia Spartans. So Spartans will get it back. Really, defense is what we talked about with Chris Morgan before the game. With the offense isn't clicking, which it isn't in this ball game, the defense should always consistently be good. They've had a couple lapses on some open shots. Other than that, they've been pretty solid. They've been really keeping things disrupted for the Orioles. Dins Hassett gets it back out to Otto. And dribbling off to her right. Top of the key with it. Here's Lexi Smith. Get it inside. Shot no good. And Orioles get the rebound on a reach-in foul. Looks like Dins is going to pick up the foul. And really not getting a whole lot of second looks, Laconia Spartans. And North Fond du Lac just down by 5 with 6:44 left in the first half of play. And the winner will be playing tomorrow night against the winner of Watertown Luther Prep, and they are playing at Berlin. It's a battle between number 4 and 5. Laconia should win. They'll be hosting tomorrow again. Upon taking on Lemire, and they had a bit of a lead about halfway through the first quarter. And the winner of that ball game will be playing tomorrow against the winner of the Winneconne at Mayville game. Exciting stuff. Love postseason. That's what I got into radio for. Do some great high school, and we've been very fortunate with so many good teams around the area. Laconia in so many sports. Their run that they had was softball, 3 state championships and a runner-up in those 4 years in a row, and have to do all those games. All the great teams they've had volleyball and basketball and baseball-wise over in Waupun. Randolph with all their great teams they've had in basketball. Ball loose right now, and right now a tie-up, and coming up with it are the Laconia Spartans. Renz goes along the left side, gets cut off by the Orioles, gets it back out on top over to Beatty. Otto's going to launch up a 3, and that one is a little too strong, and the ball is loose, and the Orioles come up with it. Jordan Stetbacher has it, brings it up along the right side. 6 minutes left in the first half of play. 15-10 Laconia, but North Fond du Lac just kind of hanging around. Ashley now with it, top of the key. Dribbles off to her right, gets cut off, spins the other way, and finds a teammate all alone underneath the basket. Jordan Stetbacher with a basket. And that's a nice find, again, by Bree Rock that came in the game and gets that open pass. Another ball stolen, but right back by Laconia. Grotti gets it inside, and a good job powering it up there and putting it in. Here's Lexi Smith getting her first point. That was a good find by Grotti, and a travel called on the North Fond du Lac Orioles, now trailing by 5, 17-12 with 5.5 minutes and here in the first half of play. Spartans with the basketball. Not real impressive so far offensively. Getting a lot of one-and-dones down in their end, not getting some second opportunities. Ball out on top now to Haley Renz. Stay out by half court with it. Jen Beatty has it. Otto now, and a cross-court pass over to the right side in the hands of Haley Renz. Otto has it, and looking for a crease in there. Very active player, can take you off the dribble, can launch it up from downtown. Lexi Smith with it, back down in the corner. Here's Renz and gets it back out on top, just working the perimeter right now. And here goes Otto with a three-point shot. It is up, and it is good for Kiera Otto. Her 6th point of the ball game puts her team up by 8, 20-12. Under 5 to play and counting down. Ball is taken away again by very active Lexi Smith out there. Comes up with the steal. Gets it over to Haley Renz. Free throw line with it is Grotti. Back to Kiara Otto going in the right side. Little Euro step to the basket and puts it in. A little extra step now. A full timeout being taken by North Fond du Lac. Back in a minute with more girls basketball on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Redeker Dairy Equipment of Brandon is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Redeker Dairy is the farmer's place to shop for De La Valle and Germani milking equipment and livestock systems. Carrying a variety of agromatic equipment, they can supply you with the best. Call 346-5576, 346-5576 for Redeker Dairy Equipment of Brandon. They're happy to sponsor Laconia Athletics and wish the team well in their game today.
And we are back at the pit at Laconia High School. Laconia on a run right now. It's been a close game. It was 15-12 at one time, but Laconia on a 7-point run, lead by a score of 22-12 with 4:31 left in the first half of play. I want to thank all of our sponsors: Home and Auto Sales, Generation Lanes of El Dorado, Tower View Villa of Rosendale, Brandon Meats and Sausages, also Central Well and Pump of Brandon, Redeker Dairy Equipment of Brandon, J&J Trucking of Brandon, Floor Quest, the Nolan Insurance Agency. This is a few of the many businesses making our broadcast possible tonight, and glad to have the stream team here so you can watch it right on the internet and listen to my play-by-play. You got to be a little more accurate when we have the stream team here, because people just only knows what I tell them if it's just on the radio. But the stream team's here, people can see what's going on. They'll say that isn't what happened at all. So it adds a little extra pressure to my call of the ball game. But looking forward to this covering the Laconia Spartans. Good job, kind of stealing the ball. Jen Beatty kind of broke up the pass a little bit, chased it down to the corner. Laconia with the ball now. Renz has it down to the corner, gets it into Grotti inside, puts up a three-footer straight away, no good. And the Orioles come up with a rebound. Fond du Lac with it, trailing by 10. Willie Sadoff down in the left corner. And finally gives it up over to Ashley now along the baseline. Back out on top with it. That's Paige Smith, and a long shot. That one comes up short on the three-pointer by Jordan Stetbacher. One and done for the Orioles, and Laconia with the basketball. Renz has it, gets it back down in the corner to Smith. Back to Renz. Thought about the three-point shot, but looks inside. Little half hook, no good by Grotti. Just can't get it going inside. 3.5 minutes left to play in the first half. You're listening to girls basketball action on RadioPlusInfo.com with Steve Wetterhack. And the Orioles now with the basketball, trailing by 10 with 3:20 left, and a double dribble is going to be called on Paige Smith as she was kind of stumbling and bumbling through the lane. Trying to avoid the defenders, ends up turning the ball over. So Laconia gets it back and would like to extend that lead. Right now the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders are at Argyle. They're trailing 27-12. 6:34 left. Three-pointer from the corner by Otto is no good. And almost got a steal, but back in the hands of Ashley now. Orioles with the basketball, bringing it up over half court with under 3 to play here in the first half. Upon Lady Warriors are leading. And a shot inside and good for Lily Sadoff, getting her first basket of the ball game. The Waupun Warriors taking off in their ball game, leading 31-10 with 5:46 left in the first half. Shot in the lane, that one is way short on the shot by Haley Renz, and the Orioles come up with it. Harper, again, the Orioles with it, and a travel is going to be called. And they get over to Ashley now, and she's coming along the left side and was going to pass the ball, but the defender got in her way and then ends up taking an extra step in there. She gets called for the travel. And the ball going back now to the Laconia Spartans with 2:24 left and a 22-14 lead for the host Laconia Spartans. The regionals, the top-seeded team gets to host the games. That means if Laconia wins, they'll be hosting tomorrow. They're the number 1 seed, the number 1 team in the entire state in Division III. Trying to get it inside into Grotti inside of the pass by Haley Renz, but it's knocked out of bounds by, well, actually a reach-in foul. And it'll be, that's going to be 6 or 7 fouls total if it's bonus time. Yeah, that's the 7th foul, so it is bonus time. And to the free throw line is Macy Grotti. She's going to shoot the front end of a bonus. Macy looking for her first points of the ball game. Had some opportunities inside First free throw at the front of the rim and no good. And getting the rebound is Paige Smith. Gives it up over to Ashley now to bring it over half court. Serena Werner had it and got it knocked away. And Kira Otto, a lot faster player, comes in and are going to call a timeout. Coach is going to call a timeout for North Fond du Lac. Back in 30 seconds with more girls basketball on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Good luck, ladies, from J&J Trucking of Brandon. They're proud sponsors of high school sports, milk transport and farm pickup, drop decks, flatbeds and vans, and more. Need a delivery? J&J Trucking will take care of you. J&J Trucking of Brandon. Call 920-346-2367. 920-346-2367. Locally owned and operated by John and Judy Hutter.
And welcome back to Laconia High School. The Spartans right now kind of stalled at 22. They were up by 10. Now they're only up by 8, 22-14. 29-29 at halftime of that Watertown Luther Prep and Berlin game being played over at Berlin. So a great game, trying to earn the honors of whoever wins this ball game. And the ball goes to the hands of the Orioles, and coming up with it now is Haley Renz. Pushes it up, back out on top over to Grotti. Back to Renz, passes to Otto. She'll launch up a three-point shot. That one misses. Getting the rebound and trying to put it back up and getting fouled is Harper Wirtz. Good job getting that rebound. Draws the foul, and she's going to the free throw line now for the Spartans. And she'll be shooting 2 free throws as that was on the shot. Other sponsors, Taco Bell, Jackson Call Insurance, Summit Automotive, FloorQuest, Cornelli's, Kelly Doyle Family Dentistry. First free throw is no good. Again, stuck at 22 right now are the Spartans. Not a great first half offensively for Laconia, but very good defensively. They've given up a few easy baskets here and there, but still kind of letting North Fond du Lac stay in the game a little bit. Next free throw, that one off the back of the rim, goes high in the air and then goes through the rim. So getting another pointer. 5th point of the ball game is Harper Wirtz. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Spartans. It'll remain Oriole basketball, but hard just to get over half court against a very good defensive team like Laconia. Inbounds pass goes over to Jordan Stetbacher, brings it up along the right side, looking almost going to a triple team almost. And what a nice job coming in as Harper Wirtz steals it. And that pass had too much air underneath, and she goes right to the rack with it. And she's now got 7 points. Great defense turned into offense for Laconia. Ball passed down the court to Serena Warner. Turns around, his launch is kind of an off-balance 17-footer, and then ball taken away from Laconia, and they're going to get it inside. Little up and under, and getting it to go for the Orioles is Caitlin King. Not sure how that one got up and in, but it did. 9-point lead for Laconia, 25-16. Renz has it, passes over to the right side, over to Wirtz, back to Renz out on top. Halftime score, Waupun leading their game by a score of, that was up here for a second, 41-14 at halftime of that Waupun game over at Waupun High School against Lamira. Nice move by Otto inside, but just couldn't finish the deal. Gets about a 3-footer in front of the rim. Couldn't get it to go, and the Orioles get the rebound. Ball knocked away by Wirtz again, and she is active out there. Had that steal for lay-in before and knocked the ball out of the hands of the defender, but out of bounds. It'll be North Fond du Lac basketball, but an active player. If you're a Wirtz, you played basketball. You were probably raised in a gym. And she is the granddaughter of Lance Wirtz, who's one of the assistant coaches for the Laconia Spartans. Under a half minute to play, 25-16. Orioles with the basketball, ball stolen away. Coming up with it is Jen Beatty, goes up for the lay-in the other way, and defense, again, the story here for Laconia, giving them an 11-point lead, up 27-16. 14 seconds and counting down in the half. Stetbacher again almost loses the ball, and a shot inside, and there's going to be a foul called on the shot by Ashley Now. Looks like they're going to call that one on Macy Grotti. So she picks up the foul, and to the free throw line to shoot a pair will be Ashley Now. 27-16, the lead for Laconia. Ball is up, and that one is a little wide left on that free throw attempt. Keeps the score at 27-16 with 7.7 seconds left here in the first half of play. The free throw now for Ashley Now. It is up, and that one rolls in for her. That's her first point of the ball game. Laconia up by 10, down to 5 seconds left. Here goes Otto, goes to the right. She's going to put it off the glass, and that one's going to miss, but she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair, where she is 1 for 2 in the ball game so far. She's got 8 points in the game, and so she's going to make this shot, or I'm going to get fouled on the shot. And she got fouled, so the free throw line is Kiera Otto. Getting a pair here to try to extend their lead, up by 10 right now, 27-17. First free throw is nothing but net for Kiera. Dins will sit down, and Wirtz will come in for her. For the last 1.2 seconds here of the first half of action. Little lackluster performance mostly for Laconia, but pretty good, solid defense. Next free throw also good for Kiera. And the clock kind of took off a little bit before anybody inbounded the basketball. There was like 1.2 seconds left, and now it's down to 0.5 of a second, so I'm sure they've got to try to fix that situation. Gabby Alsma with 28 points in the first half. 28 in the first half of the 41 points for Waupun. She leads the state in made three-point shots, over 80. The next closest in the entire state is just over 50. So they got it back to 1.2 seconds. The ball is inbounded over to Lily Sadoff. And a shot down towards the direction of the basket, but no good. Your halftime score is Laconia 29 and North Fond du Lac 17. And I'll come back in about 4 minutes to talk about the first half of play on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Quality service savings every day. That's what you've come to expect from us at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. We've always provided the best quality flooring and cabinetry for your home, and now our inspired cabinetry and flooring products are doing that more than ever before. Get inspired today and save. In stock, expanded selection, everyday low pricing, along with interior design help and professional installation means the best is in store for you at FloorQuest, Washburn Street in Oshkosh, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac.
Nolan Insurance of Brandon is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Nolan Insurance is committed to finding you the best insurance coverage at the most competitive rates. Whether it's home, auto, business, farm, crop, health, or life insurance, Nolan Insurance Agency has complete coverage and the personalized service you deserve. Nolan Insurance, 112 East Main Street, Brandon. Good luck, Laconia, and go Spartans.
Quality service savings every day. That's what you've come to expect from us at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. We've always provided the best quality flooring and cabinetry for your home, and now our inspired cabinetry and flooring products are doing that more than ever before. Get inspired today and save. In stock, expanded selection, everyday low pricing, along with interior design help and professional installation means the best is in store for you at FloorQuest, Washburn Street in Oshkosh, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac.
At Summit Automotive, we treat you like family.
We're right here off Highway 41 in Fond du Lac.
And we have one of the largest selections of vehicles.
That's right, over 400 to choose from.
At Summit Automotive.
New Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams.
And one of the largest used car and truck selections.
That means you can drive one home today.
We'll give you our best deal.
Our best value.
You have our word on it.
Come see us. We'll go
the extra mile for you.
At Summit Automotive, Fond du Lac.
Taco Bell invites you to a world immersed in unexpected wonders. A place where you'll find all your Taco Bell favorites in one amazing $5 box. With a beefy burrito, crunchy taco, chalupa supreme, and more. No, you're not in some alternate chalupa-verse. You're experiencing the $5 Chalupa Cravings box from Taco Bell's new Cravings Value Menu. Value beyond belief.
Dr. Kathy Doyle and her team realize that teamwork is the key to success. From the team at Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, call 907-1400. That's 907-1400. See the world from a different point of view with Fly-In By Drone Service. Rick Schultz is certified by the FAA to get aerial video and still shots of anything from agriculture to car dealerships, real estate to weddings. Rick promises amazing photography and video from Fly-In By Drone Service that will amaze and inspire you. They are also one of the first drone services to offer thermal imaging. See the world from a different point of view with Fly-In By Drone Service. Call Rick Schultz at 920-539-7001.
And welcome back to Laconia High School, and our halftime score is Laconia leading North Fond du Lac by a score of 29-17. Kind of a shaky start for Laconia. It took them a while to really get some points. They were down a couple times by a score of 3-1, then 3-1, and then down another time just after that. But it was North Fond du Lac kind of hanging in there for a while. It was 15-12 at one time, and then they just took off on about a 10-point run, and now they're leading by 12, 29-17. Let's take a look at scoring in the first half. 10 points for Kiara Otto, 7 points for Harper Wirtz. She played a great game coming off the bench, did Wirtz. Defensively, got some nice baskets off from her steals at half court. 5 points for Jen Beatty, 3 points for Haley Renz, and 2 points each for Lexi Smith and for Alyssa Dins. For North Fond du Lac, not much scoring with 17 points. 5 points for Jordan Stetbacher, 3 points for Carly Lamb, 2 apiece for Caitlin King, Alexis Schneider, also Rebecca Kingsland with only 2 points. That's her scoring leader, only 2 points in the first half, and 1 point for Ashley Now. I want to thank one of our sponsors, Central Well and Pump Services of Brandon. They've been providing outstanding well inspections, installations, repairs, and more for the area counties for over 30 years. Their pump installers have a combined 50 years of experience. Call Central Well and Pump Services to set up a free estimate on their pump installation at 920-346-5114. Count on their knowledgeable technicians to provide 24/7 services even on weekends and holidays. Central Well and Pump Services is a proud sponsor of Laconia Athletics, and the Spartans, they wish them good luck in the postseason. So again, your halftime score, 29-17. See if we can get some other halftime scores. Nice to see Jeff Thomas. He is their athletic director here, but also he is driving the roller coaster. He's the one that's leading that right now with the student section. So good to see him get into it like this. We're going to come back with the second half of action coming your way in just 4 minutes on RadioPlusInfo.com.
I think the customer experience is really what drives me, and it drives our team.
Buying a car or servicing a vehicle can sometimes be intimidating. That isn't the case here at Holiday.
People can go anywhere and buy a car, but it's what we give them and what we offer them that keeps them loyal.
Get in on the excitement and savings during the auto show sale on now.
Come see us and discover the difference.
Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We get innovative products in every day at Silica. I think one of the coolest things we have right now is something we don't even sell, our new digital price tags. We know you're busy, so these tags do the shopping for you. They search the internet twice a day and find a product at a lower price. It automatically changes the Silica price. Shop Silica for the best sales, service, and pricing every day. So come on in and check them out. We hope to see you soon.
Good luck to all area sports teams this season from Anders Auto Parts of Fond du Lac. When you're looking for quality paint and parts, Anders Auto Parts is the place to go. Anders Auto Parts has been serving the automotive paint and parts market since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality name brand auto parts, and an experienced, knowledgeable staff ready to assist you. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley Street, just off of North Main Street. Call Anders first at 922-3390. Good luck to all area teams from Anders Auto Parts.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
Hey Andy, what you up to?
I just got some sweet photos of Saturn's rings with my new DSLR.
Oh yeah? I'm going to Mars to get some new pictures for my walls.
Stellar.
Wherever your vacation may take you, Camera Casino's got you covered. The latest digital technology, professional lenses for rent, fun accessories to improve your images, and professional photo finishing. For an out-of-this-world experience, come to Camera Casino on Main Street in downtown Oshkosh.
Everson and Gibbs LLC attorneys at law provide you with all your legal needs, from corporate, business planning, personal injury, estate planning, and family law. Contact Everson and Gibbs today at 920-922-7113 for all your legal needs.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
We're proud to be part of life's special milestones. National Exchange Bank and Trust is a locally owned independent bank with big bank abilities
and convenience for all our customers in the form of competitive market-driven banking products and solutions. Greater access with more locations and ATMs across southeastern Wisconsin. And quality customer care from familiar faces and friendly voices that you've come to know and trust.
National Exchange Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Laconia High School. Steve Witterhack with you going into the second half of action. Laconia leading 29-17. Other scores out there, Central Wisconsin Christian School in Division 5. They are trailing at halftime 36-22. The Waupun Lady Warriors in their Division 3 game. They are lighting it up against Lemira, 41-14 at half. And Abby Alsma, the coach's daughter, with 28 points in the first half of action. Randolph at home taking on Monticello in their Division 5 game, and they are leading 35-21. And it is the game that the winner of this game will be playing the winner of the Watertown Luther Prep game against Berlin at Berlin, and they are tied at 29 apiece. So an exciting game going on in the other in this bracket right now. Some nice close games. Laconia, again, a little trouble in the first maybe 10-12 minutes of the ball game, but after that the defense really dictated things for the Spartans, and now they have a nice lead and 12 points here in the second half, but they had to work to get it. Kingsland along the left side getting cut off by 3 of the Laconia players. The ball tossed out top and picked off by Kiera Otto. Going in strong on the right side, and there's that little Euro step to the basket and misses it, but getting the rebound is Jen Beatty. Back on top to Renz. Renz has it on the perimeter, top of the key, passes left side over to Otto. First 30 seconds of the second half. Otto in the lane and splits a few defenders, gets the ball kind of knocked loose, and getting the rebound and putting it back up and in is Macy Grotti. Her first points of the entire ball game. Another new look and another ball picked off by Laconia. They throw another look instead of the full court pressure. They kind of went 2/3 court, and then they threw it up in the air, and then Alyssa Din's not scoring a lot in the ball game, but she's been playing great defensively. It's about her 4th or 5th steal of the ball game. And then she gets fouled immediately by Jordan Stetbacher. That is her 3rd and the 1st here in the half for the Orioles of North Fond du Lac. Yeah, love this time of year, playoff time. Renz has it down in the left corner, dribbles out of the corner, back on top over to Kiera Otto. Now over to Jen Beatty. Dins lines up a 3-point shot on the way, and it is good for Alyssa Dins, her 5th point of the ball game. Orioles with a basketball, but in trouble right now with Laconia doubling their score 34-17. Kingsland gets out of that press at half court. Ball up about 17-footer. That is going to be a foul on Kiera Otto on the shot by Carly Lamb. Kind of a late whistle after that, but they're going to say that it wasn't a clean block, so the free throw line will be Carly Lamb, where she's 1 for 1 in the game so far. She's got 3 points, but she gets a couple free throws. Some of our other sponsors, Sauer Dentistry, sponsoring our broadcast today. The Lev Insurance Group, BCI Burke. Free throw was good in the first attempt by Lamb. And next one also good. She's got 5 points in the game. Had her team back within 15. 34-19 Laconia. Spartans with the basketball. Here Otto gets it, and they're trying to do a little trapping, but they're just not getting there in time. Three-pointer in the left corner up by Beatty is no good. Getting the rebound is Kingsland, pushing it up now against two of the Spartan players. He gets cut off. And the Orioles with the basketball. Ball down to the corner in the hands of Ashley now. Dribbles out of the corner. In a little trouble, does get it out on top over to Stetbacher. And three-pointer up, and it is off the front of the rim and no good on the shot by Stetbacher. And right back in the hands of the Orioles on that long rebound. Ball passed down to the corner. Kingsland has it down to the corner. Tried to lob it inside to her teammate, Lily Sadoff, but overshot her by a few inches and it goes out of bounds. 34-19, the lead for Laconia. And if they win here tonight, I will be back right in the same spot tomorrow, along with the stream team to bring you the game tomorrow. Fully expect to be here tomorrow night. Three-pointer from the corner by Jen Beatty is no good. Kiera Otto with the rebound, puts it back and in. And she now has 12 points in the ball game. Laconia leads 36-19. 15 and a half minutes left in the game. Kingsland with it, going in strong on the right side, and she's going to get fouled on the floor. She was kind of sandwiched in between Macy Grotti and Jen Beatty. We'll see who they call it on. And they're going to call that one on Jen Beatty. She just kind of had it in her mind when she got that ball about half court. She was just going to make a beeline for the basket and kind of force the action, and draws the foul on Laconia. That is their second here in the second half of action. With the ball down to the corner is a Carly Lamb. Ball up, and that one crawls in. Sadoff with a basket, her fourth point of the ball game. Renz gets it, passes right side over to Otto. Back to the free throw line with it, and Otto gets it right back. Dins will take a three-point shot right from the top of the key. Comes up short on the shot. Coming up with the ball is Jordan Stetbacher. And Otto kind of knocks the ball loose, but Orioles still have it, barely. Here goes Kingsland to the basket, goes up strong, and she's going to draw a foul on Haley Renz on her trip to the basket. Into the free throw line to shoot two will be Becca Kingsland. Only 2 points in the game so far for her. Kind of a frustrating contest for her so far. Their scoring leader on the team, averaging 12.2 points a game. First free throw is up, and that one spills off the left side of the rim. 36-21 the lead now with just under 15 minutes left here in this regional semifinal. Laconia wins, of course, they'll be hosting the winner of that Watertown Luther Prep game that's going on over at Berlin against the Indians. Next free throw is good for Kingsland. Now with 3 points in the game. 14-point lead, though, for Laconia. That game was knotted up at 29 apiece at halftime. Berlin and Watertown Luther Prep. Here goes Otto to the rack. They just kind of split a couple of the defenders out there and goes right to the basket with it. And right now they have no answer for Kiera Otto with 4 points here in the half. Laconia leading by 16, 38-22. Kingsland with it by the free throw line, kicks it off to the right side. In the hands of Ashley now over the right baseline. A lob pass over to Stetbacher, launches up a three-point shot, misses everything. Kingsland gets the ball. It's an air ball, but she got underneath the basket and kind of reached up on the other side of the basket and got it to go. So Kingsland now with 5 points in the game. Still a convincing lead here for Laconia, up 38-24. Talking to Chris Morgan, kind of looking at all his competition that he has coming up. He said there's just a few teams that, worrying. They're the only ranked team in the entire sectional. KML was for a while, but they got knocked off by Waupun, and that kind of moved them out of the top 10. He kind of pointed out a few of the teams that he said could definitely be some trouble in the future. Dins gets the ball, about a 10-footer straight away by Otto. That one rims all the way around the rim and no good. 13 and a half minutes left. Carly Lamb with it, gets it over to Kingsland along the sideline in front of her bench. Back out on top, over to Lamb, and she passes it down over to Stetbacher on the left side. Lamb in trouble right now, being double teamed, and no place to go with it. I don't know if they're at a timeout called, and a timeout call. We'll be back in a minute with more girls basketball action on RadioPlusInfo.com.
LASIK at Optivision is an amazing life-changing procedure and more affordable than you think. Why pay over $2,000 a night when at Optivision you'll pay only $14.95? Call 1-800-20-HAPPY to find out more. LASIK at Optivision is bladeless, it's safe. You're in the office for an hour, and most people go back to work the next day. Your procedure is done by Dr. Dudley, Dr. Dontham-Setti, or Dr. Clark, surgeons you can trust, and surgeons who have had the procedure done themselves. And after surgery, you can buy sunglasses without a prescription. Call to schedule a free screening, 1-800-20-HAPPY.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
Welcome back to the pit, Laconia High School, with the Spartans right now leading this game 38-24 over the Orioles of North Fond du Lac. Steve Witterhack with you on RadioPlusInfo.com. Want to listen to Waupun Lady Warrior basketball? You can find that on our sister station on 93.7 FM, 103.3 FM, and also AM1170radio.com. And George Ballman on the call of that ball game. Waupun tonight taking on Lemira in a convincing lead at halftime. Abby Alsma with 28 points for Waupun in the first half of that game. She's the three-point leader in the entire state. She's only a freshman, and nobody even within 25 of her in for second place in that category. Amazing. Over 13 minutes left and counting down in the ball game. Ball passed out on top. And three-point shot on the way, but that's going to miss everything on the three-point attempt by the Orioles. Laconia going the other way with it. Dins goes up in the left side with the left hand and puts it in. Nice job by Laconia running the court well. And now Alyssa Dins coming alive here in the second half offensively. She's been there all the way defensively, but offensively getting some points here in the second half. And ball taken away by Kiera Otto. A couple of the Oriole players kind of run into each other at half court, and Otto goes right to the rack with it while they're trying to get back on their feet. Otto now with 6 points in the half, 16 points in the game. North Fond du Lac now with the ball, and Kiera Otto again takes the ball away at half court, goes in for another easy lay-in. And point after point off the defense of Laconia. And a travel is going to be called on Ashley now. Kind of hesitated on her pass as she saw the defender get in the passing lane. She gets called for the travel. She's going to sit down. Coming in the ball game now for the Spartans, Lexi Smits. Checking in for the first time I think we've seen her in the second half. And sitting down will be Haley Renz. Yeah, I just love this time of year. You go home and you kind of check out the brackets when you get home, see who all won, who's eliminated, whose season is over. Again, the winner of this game will be playing the winner of the Watertown Luther Prep at Berlin game. And they were tied 29 apiece at halftime. Dins, nice pass inside, gets it into Wirtz and misses the shot inside, maybe got blocked. And the Orioles come up with a rebound, and then a foul is going to be called, a reach-in foul on Laconia. As the Oriole player Lily Sadoff was trying to get rid of the ball underneath the Laconia basket. 42-24. The lead now for Laconia, almost up 20 points. 18-point lead for them with 11:44 left in the contest. Kingsland will inbound now for the Orioles. Gets it over to Shalom Stetbacher, getting her first action, the 5'7" senior. And getting it back over to Kingsland as she crosses half court. So down to her teammate Carly Lamb along the baseline, gets it back out on top as she was cut off. And the Orioles right now looking at about 11:20 left in their season. Otto almost with another steal again, but it kind of dribbled off from one of the North Fond du Lac tennis shoes and out of bounds. It'll be Laconia basketball. And thanks to our sponsors, Home and Auto Sales, Generations Lanes of El Dorado, Tower View Villa of Rosendale, Central Well and Pump of Brandon, Spectrum Call Center, Anders Auto Parts, Camera Casino, Optivision, BCI Burke, Cornelli's, so J&J Trucking of Brandon, FloorQuest, and the Nolan Insurance Agency. Just a few of our many sponsors bringing you this broadcast here tonight. And Otto goes along the baseline, comes up a little short with her, a little up and under on the other side of the rim. And the Orioles come up with the basketball. Jordan Stetbacher brings it up. Gets it off over to her teammate Carly Lamb along the right side. Back to Shalom. Stetbacher down to the corner. And reaching in, Dins, I think, is going to get called on the reach-in. Yeah, she was guarding Lily Sadoff, getting it into the lane and reaches in, knocks the ball loose, but catches a little wrist. And she's going to pick up a foul on the play. More replacements coming in for the Laconia Spartans. Jen Beatty's coming in, along with Haley Renz and Kiara Otto and Alyssa Dins. The two scoring leaders are sitting down for Laconia. Waupun Lady Warriors sitting 52-21 with 8:51 left in their game over in Waupun. Ball back in the hands now of Laconia. Wirtz getting the ball down to the corner over to Renz, launches up a three, comes up short, and getting the rebound is Jordan Stetbacher. Stetbacher will give the ball up over to Carly Lamb as she crosses half court along the right side of the court, has it top of the key, passes over to Stetbacher. And a three-pointer is up and no good. Weak side rebound, though, is put back up by Lamb, gets it up again and still misses. And getting the rebound is Grotti. The girl dribbles it up a few dribbles and gets it off over to Jen Beatty along the right side. Back out on top with it is Smith. And posting up is Grotti. Goes up strong on the right side and gets it to go, working against Kingsland. Nice strong move there by Macy Grotti to get her fourth point of the ball game. Under 10 to play in this regional semifinal game in Division III. The number one ranked team in the state, undefeated 22-0 coming into the game. Laconia Spartans up 46-24. Just pulling away systematically here in the second half. A little scoop shot. Nice drive there by Carly Lamb. Splits a couple defenders, goes up and puts it up strong. Goes Wirtz along the right side, draws the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line. Thought about the three-point shot. Put it on the floor and just kind of made that contact, protected the ball to see if she could get the three-point play. But misses the shot. To the free throw line to shoot two will be Harper Wirtz. She had a really nice first half, defensively, offensively. Some of her defense turned into a couple of her baskets. Like what I saw out of her in that first half for Laconia. High arching free throw. He is up and it is good. He said, if you're a Wirtz, somehow you always seem to get a key to the gym, so you can be they're all kind of gym rats. And her grandpa Lance is sitting on the bench, an assistant coach. And just a basketball family. I think Lance might have been a wrestler actually in high school, but Lud and Lucky, his brothers, were excellent basketball players. Lucky Wirtz, the head coach for Kimberly High School, and was the coach here for the boys of Laconia. A couple state trips for him. And had some nice years over at Waupun and really turned that program around. 47-26 the lead now for Laconia. They're going to get it down along the post, and an easy block there by Grotti. Took it right out of the hands of the shooter for the Orioles. Ball down to the corner, down into Wirtz, back out on top. She'll get it up to Jen Beatty. Wirtz has it again and gets it inside over to Grotti. Turns around and gets it to go. Another strong move inside by Macy Grotti. Nice feed by Wirtz to find her. We're over halfway done with the second half of play. 8:50 and counting down in the ball game here at Laconia High School. And ball knocked out of Kingsland's hand by Wirtz, and it will remain Oriole basketball. Some more replacements coming in for the Laconia Spartans. Abby Luzak, I've seen her play softball numerous times, checks in the ball game. Also Brooke Smith coming in the game now for Laconia, and Kiara Otto in the game again for the Spartans. Orioles with the basketball. They get it inside. Nice little feed inside on the inbounds pass, finding Lily Sadoff alone on the left side of the basket. Puts it up with the left hand up and in. 8:38 and counting down in the ball game. Three-pointer on the way now by Luzak. Said, I'm getting the game. I'm going to do some shooting. Missed her three-point shot. So one and done for Laconia on that trip down the court. Lamb with it, top of the key. A defender in her face, and does get the ball off. Out in the hands of Shalom Stetbacher, gets in the lane and back out on top. Lily Sadoff, really no offensive flow, and the ball taken away by Kiara Otto. Foot race to the basket now, goes up with the right hand off the front of the rim, no good. Looks like it's going to go off Stetbacher's foot and out of bounds. Should be Laconia basketball. 29-28 with 8:04 left in the game in favor of Laconia. Alyssa Dins checks in the game, and Grotti will sit down. Checking in also for Laconia, Faith Weed. 5'7" senior coming in the game now for Jen Beatty. Very senior-led team here for Laconia. They will not forget that game last year where they were knocked out of their chance to go to the state tournament, the sectional championship, by St. Thomas More. Lost by 13, I think it's 53-40. I did that game on the radio here. Luzak has it, dribbles, and gives it up over to Weed. Brooke Smith getting the ball in her hands, and a free throw line over to Dins. They can just run some clock off right now and live to see another day. Leading by 21, 49-28 with 7:39 left. Luzak gets it down to the corner over to Brooke Smith. Back over to Luzak, and again, just working the perimeter right now and running some clock off. And Smith goes, I'm going to see if I can get in the scorebooks, and does. Drives hard to the basket and puts it up and in. Nice, good, hard move there by Brooke Smith with defender right on her and finishes the shot. 51-28 with 7:14 and counting down in the game in favor of Laconia. Kingsland has it on the right side, working against Dins. So don't really like these uniforms for the Orioles. They look good and everything, but the numbers just don't stand out. Three-pointer on the way, and that one misses badly by Jordan Stetbacher, and we're going the other way. Ball passed up to Weed on the run, misses the shot, but following his Dins, misses the putback, and now an opportunity underneath the basket by Brooke Smith. But she had an opportunity to put it in, but gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. She's got 2 already. And that nice drive to the basket about a minute ago. 6:48 left in the game. 51-28 the lead for Laconia. Free throws up, back of the rim, and no good. Great crowd here. There's a lot of belief, I think, in the community to get over and watch these girls. They're 22-0. It's always been a great time to follow their team, especially basketball. Front of the rim, no good. And Jordan Stetbacher comes up with the ball. And they've always been a great supporter of their athletics here in Laconia High School. And they do travel well. They'll travel far and wherever they got to go to watch their teams play. Usually a pretty vocal bunch, too, from Laconia. And me being a Waupun guy, a lot of tie-ins with the two communities. A lot of people related between the two towns. So it's always interesting when they play each other in these sports between Waupun and Laconia. Ball knocked off from one of the Oriole players, and it is Laconia basketball with 6:21 left. 51-28 the lead for Laconia. Looking to continue their quest, which I'm sure is only to get to the state tournament, not only get there, but to bring home that gold ball. That's definitely been their goal. Luzak launches off in the left corner, and her second three-point attempt is good. Abby Luzak. High arching three-point shot from the left corner. Great softball player, but she says, I need to be on this court too. I can score. She's part of those state championship teams, at least one, if not a couple of those state championship teams for the softball team. A great run. Kingsland has it, works against Dins on the right side, comes off the front of the rim, no good. Getting the rebound is Carly Lamb, and put the ball on the floor to go to the basket, but gets fouled on the way. 5:42 left. Got any more updates? Anybody checking in here? Big Nate from Big Nate's Video Expressions says Waupun is leading 52-21 with 8:51 left in their game over at Waupun High School. 52-21. Dominating performance against Lemira in their ball game. They're in the other half of this half of the sectional. A chance that Waupun could be playing Laconia coming up next week in the sectional semifinal. Laconia beat them by about 22 points or so last time they met. 54-28, and Luzak's gonna launch up another one and gets that one to go, and she's feeling it. Had the shooter's touch on that one. Caught the front of the rim, kind of went in the air and then crawled over the rim. And she gets another 3 points. She's got 6 in the contest. Has her team leading 57-28. Lamb with it, gets it off to Kingsland, drives hard on the right side, ball up and off the side of the rim, no good, but she gets fouled and will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair for North Fond du Lac. And this game brought to you in part by Central Well and Pump Services of Brandon. They've been providing outstanding well inspections, installations, repairs, and more for the area counties for over 30 years. Their pump installers have a combined 50 years of experience. Call Central Well and Pump Services to set up a free estimate on their pump installation at 920-346-5114. First free throw for Kingsland is no good. Count on their knowledgeable technicians to provide 24/7 services even on weekends and holidays. Central Well and Pump Services is a proud sponsor of Laconia Athletics, and they wish the Spartans good luck in the postseason. Another free throw for Rebecca Kingsland. That one rims around, no good. And getting the rebound of the Orioles, well, they pass it right away. A turnover right in the hands of Haley Renz. And she passes it up court to Brooke Smith, and she gets rejected by Kingsland on the shot. So the ball out of bounds. It'll be Laconia basketball on their baseline. Good hustle yet by Kingsland, even though her team's kind of dead in the water here in this ball game. She's still hustling out there. And just a junior. She'll be back again next year. Ball down in the corner. Faith Weed passes up the three-point shot, gets it back out on top, and a strong move to the basket. Haley Renz, she gets fouled on her way to the basket. And she'll get a couple free throws. 4:42 left. 57-28 the lead for Laconia. They are on a mission to get back, I shouldn't say get back, but get to the state tournament and win it all. They are the #1 ranked team in the state. Perfect record of 22-0. First free throw comes up a little short at the front of the rim for Haley Renz. Some more replacement players coming in. Allison Grawl coming in the game now. Laconia, another player waiting to, crossing her fingers that Renz makes this next free throw so she can come in right away. And the free throw does go in for Haley. So coming in for her will be Christina Madigan. Madigan checks in the game. It's Akina Madigan. I got that pronunciation out. I just didn't put it onto my sheet. Sure, you got to even watch those first names once in a while. Usually it's just concerned about the last names, but sometimes those first names can be a little difficult too. Little rebound inside by the Orioles and fouled on the putback attempt. For the Orioles is Paige Smith, and she goes to the free throw line to shoot two. 4:25 left, a 30-point lead for Laconia. Up 58-28. I see an update from Argyle, and that's where Central Wisconsin Christian girls are playing in their semifinal game in Division 5. And Greg Zoneveld over there giving the update. He says Argyle drilled 5 threes in a row in the first 5 minutes of the second half, and they lead 53-28 over the Crusaders. Crusaders season looking like it might be coming to an end. That one a little too strong, and the three-point shot by Luzak. She's getting her money's worth. Shot 4 threes already, made 2 of them. 4:07 and counting down. Drive to the basket off the glass and in for Ashley Now. Just her 3rd point of the ball game. Under 4 to play. 58-30 in favor of Laconia. Weed gets the ball, gets it right back over in top. Over the hands now of Keena Madigan. That one is off the front of the rim, no good. She's going to get called for reach in on the rebound attempt. So 3 players waiting to come in the game for North Fond du Lac. And the 3:47 left in the game, 58-30, the lead now for the Laconia Spartans. I said the Orioles checking 3 players in, only 2 right now because one's waiting for the shooter. Carly Lamb comes back in the game and Jordan Stetbacher comes back in. With 3:47 left in the contest, 58-30 in favor of Laconia. And that shot off the front of the rim and no good. Getting the rebound is Faith Weed. Throws it up the court and hard to the rack, but a little too strong on the shot is Allison Grawl. Had an opportunity, then kind of a frustration foul after that. Reaches in as the ball is in the hands of Carly Lamb. But boy, she had like everything opened up like the Red Sea out there and went up, but just maybe a little too much adrenaline on the shot. A little hard off the glass and no good. And then she reached in, so at the free throw line is Carly Lamb. 3:37 left in the ball game. First free throw is up, and that one is in for Lamb. She's 4 for 4 in the game from the free throw line. And some of our sponsors: Home and Auto Sales, Generation Lanes of El Dorado, Tower View Villa of Rosendale. Next free throw is good. Perfect from the line, but his team is a hard drive to the basket. Another foul. A lot of fouling going on with everybody. You get your chance coming off the bench. Your team's well in control, or your team's getting beat by quite a bit. When you get into the game, you want to make a difference. You worked hard in all those practices. You should have your opportunity, not just to run the clock out. Just go up and see if you can make things happen. First free throw by Keena is no good. 26-point lead for Laconia. 3:31 left, and they will be playing coming up tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against the winner of Watertown Luther Prep and Berlin. Second free throw is good for Madigan. That's her first point of the game. I was getting some updates from Jeff Thomas from that game. Last I had was a 29-29 game at halftime, but it's well after that right now over at Berlin. See who Laconia's opponent will be coming up tomorrow. Ball stolen away. Nice job by Keena Madigan going the other way on the left side, and a little too strong up the rim, and that is no good. And then reached in and kind of knocked the ball out of bounds. But got that steal and just knew what to do with it. Headed right to the rack, just a little bit too much on it off the glass. 59-32 the lead for Laconia. Ball passed out on top for the Orioles. It's an exciting win, just a 2-point win over the Ripon Tigers yesterday Tuesday to get to this game. And a rebound again by Keena Madigan, getting the little love all throughout the stat sheet right now. Some rebounds, a steal, a basket. And making it happen out there, staying active. More replacement players coming in for the Laconia Spartans. Randolph leading 55-37 in their ball game against Monticello over at Randolph High School. Looking to move on. They'll be playing the winner of the Argyle Central Wisconsin Christian game, which looks like it'll be Argyle right now. A commanding lead over the Crusaders. We talked about Monticello. We'll be at the boys game, Monticello for CWC. They play at Monticello, which is in the middle of nowhere. I think about a 2-hour drive to get there somewhere. Like I said, there's nothing close to it at all. So I was there, I think, a year and a half ago for volleyball for the Randolph Lady Rockets when they played Burlington Catholic Central. And I remember going there was no straight roads there, just a lot of 25-mile-an-hour turns. Nice high school when you get there. They have a nice place to call the games from, but I'll be calling that on our sister station, 93.7 FM and 103.3 FM next week, Tuesday. Central Wisconsin Christian at Monticello. Free throw up and in for Faith Weed, her first point of the ball game. 60th point of the game for Laconia. Slow start in the game. They kind of messed around a little bit offensively against the Orioles in that first half. And it was 15-12 at one time, and after that, Laconia took off on about a 10-point run to take total control of the ball game. Orioles almost travel on that last shot attempt, and then Stetbacher's shot misses. Ball tapped inbounds, and Keena Freiberg has it now going along the left side, and she says, what the heck, I'm going to go right up to the basket, and ends up on the ground, gets fouled. The free throw line is Keena Freiberg. She's going to get 2 free throws with 2:06 left in the game. 61-32 the lead now for the Laconia Spartans. Freiberg trying to get into the stat sheet now with a free throw. It's up and rims out no good. 2:06 left in the ball game. Again, glad you joined us tonight watching the game on RadioPlusInfo.com. Steve Witterhack with you. Excited to come back here again tomorrow. Next one rattles in, and Freiberg gets her first points. Puts her team up by 30 again, 62-32. And right now, Berlin, a final. Berlin wins the game over Watertown Luther Prep by score 52-51. So that will be the opponent for Laconia coming up tomorrow night right here in this gym. Berlin 52-51 in their game, victorious over Watertown Luther Prep. What a battle that was. So Berlin moves on to take on Laconia, the number 1 ranked team in the state. And Laconia comes up with the rebound after that missed free throw. Still stuck at 62-32 with 1:35 and counting down to the game. Kurt Kelnhofer with the ball, gets it inside, and a foul on the floor. Brooke Smith gets it inside. There'll be a foul and some free throws to be shot. Should be the 10th foul. It should be double bonus time. So 2 free throws for Brooke Smith, which is 2 points in the game so far. 1.5 minutes left in the game. Smith's first free throw is up and nothing but net for Brooke. Good rotation. Good arc on that shot. And now with 3 points in the game, 63-32, Laconia with 1:30 left. Next free throw also, same thing, same result. Didn't touch the rim either time. And Laconia again will be playing Berlin coming up tomorrow, team from the East Central Conference. And these girls that are coming in off the bench, they're definitely not afraid to go up and see if they can get their name in the scorebook. Madison Schrank goes up, just a freshman at 5'4", and draws the foul, and she'll be shooting a couple free throws now for the North Fond du Lac Orioles. Season coming to an end. First free throw is nothing but net. Madison's been waiting that whole game for that free throw. Got it to go. 8 and 16 will be the final record for Gary Keel's squad. And a slow start for Laconia turns into a blowout. 64-33. Next free throw is up, and boy, free throw shooter is Madison Schrank. Nothing but net in both of her free throws. 120 and counting down. Final score, Waupun wins their game. Nice shot in front of the basket by Allison Grawl, getting her first points. Waupun Lady Warriors winning their game 67-36. Convincing fashion over Lemira out of the Flyway Conference. Down to a minute left in the game, and the ball stolen, going all by herself the other way is Allison Grawl, and she gets this one to go, and now 4 points in the game for her. And we will have no post-game show after this, as we'll bring you the St. Mary Springs against University School hockey game after that, and another basket by Keena Madigan. She's got 3 points in the game down to the last 35 seconds. So again, we're going to be moving on to the St. Mary Springs against University School hockey game. I think that's a sectional championship game to go to state. I think in that contest for St. Mary Springs, the Ledgers. 70-34 now the lead for Laconia down to the last few seconds of the ball game. And we invite you to listen to us. Stick around and for that game, St. Mary Springs and University School. But join us tomorrow for the regional championship. It'll be Laconia taking on Berlin right here at the pit at Laconia High School for a regional championship and an opportunity to move on to the sectional semifinal coming up next week. And right now, just kind of letting them play the last few seconds. Your final score will be 70-34 in favor of Laconia over the North Fond du Lac Orioles. And we're going to move on to hockey action now. St. Mary Springs taking on University School. Keep it tuned on your computer right now to radioplusinfo.com. Have yourself a great night.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Generations Lanes in downtown El Dorado is a proud sponsor of the Laconia girls basketball team in their quest for a gold ball. Open daily at 11 a.m. Great food with a full menu available anytime. More than just bowling, including horseshoe, volleyball, and fishing leagues. Great for anniversary, birthday, and retirement parties. All at great prices. Lower than most around the area. Generations Lanes of downtown El Dorado. Good luck, Laconia, in your game today.
Shop these and more great deals at Brandon Meats and Sausages all this week. Their very own award-winning bacon at $5.39 per pound. The lean and tender beef stew meat, perfect this time of the year, for $4.29 per pound. Their very own homemade mock chicken legs, $2.49 per pound. Their spring training starts soon. Ballpark brats at $1.99 per pound. Lemon pepper marinated haddock, it's delicious at $5.99 per pound. And all varieties of 1 pound Alto cheese, $4.79 each. These and more great deals at Brandon Meats.
Redeker Dairy Equipment of Brandon is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Redeker Dairy is the farmer's place to shop for De La Velle and Germani milking equipment and livestock systems. Carrying a variety of agromatic equipment, they can supply you with the best. Call 346-5576, 346-5576 for Redeker Dairy Equipment of Brandon. They're happy to sponsor Laconia Athletics and wish the team well in their game today.
High school games on air and video streaming live at RadioPlusInfo.com. That's right. Watch the biggest games live, too. This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners:
Holman Auto Sales, Generations Lanes, Tower View